Signs of Hurricane Ian recovery are everywhere you look on Fort Myers Beach.
Especially in the form of street signs. And the Night Beach Just in Case spent the day learning how they're helping to protect the beach's history.
Fort Myers Beach was unrecognizable after Ian. Iconic landmarks missing, and finding your way around was a challenge considering all the missing street signs.
I was riding my bike while I was there one Saturday morning and passing each of these signs on Estero Boulevard. And it occurred to me what kind of resilience that demonstrated for the community, that their houses are demolished, but they're committed to coming back.
Keith Wilkins served as interim town manager after Ian. He decided to photograph these hand-painted temporary street signs, turning them into art to give back to the island.
The Estero Island Historic Society was referenced to me, and I worked with them on it, and they agreed, yes. So this past Monday morning, I handed over 864 coasters, 50 posters, and they're going to work with retailers on the island to sell those.
Keith calls them signs of hope and hopes these posters and coasters will bring new life to the Estero Island Historic Society while they continue their recovery.
It took out all the structures that we had. I mean, a lot of the historic structures aren't anymore, and that's what our first display is on, is the things that we've lost.
Although more permanent replacement street signs are expected, Historic Society President Ellie Bunting says these signs are an important part of the island's history, just one of the many examples of the town's resilience.
The school opened. That was a big move. I think the nonprofits we're thinking smarter, we're sharing spaces, we're getting together and working together.
They are the most resilient, the most hopeful and together community I've ever experienced.
Well, both Keith and Ellie told Justin that there's a lot to be optimistic about, pointing not only to the reopening of Fort Myers Beach Elementary School, but also the ribbon cutting for the Margaritaville Resort, which is scheduled for tomorrow.
Yeah, the Estero Island Historical Society will hold their grand reopening December 16th. That's when they'll also be unveiling their newly published book called Lost Icons.
And I love those street signs that people
Yes.
hand painted, because when you drove out there, no one knew what street you were on.
Right, all the landmarks were gone and you couldn't remember.
Yeah. And now they're going to make coasters out of it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.